Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and in today's episode we are going to be doing a follow-up to our last video where we installed Windows 8.0 on the Surface Pro 4. And like I said, if it worked, then we would go backwards in time to Windows 7 and so on and so forth. So today's episode is, you guessed it, about Windows 7, and I actually am skipping over some stuff I already did for it. For example, I already did the whole process of installing it, and I even used UEFI 7 since Windows 7 has problems on UEFI. So just check out the link in the description for the GitHub. It's a really useful tool that's supposed to help Windows 7 work on UEFI systems. And I basically had to skip over all of that because number one, I tried recording it, the footage got corrupted, and number two, I was just replacing the files by myself. It's nothing really exciting. I just had to boot into a Windows 8.1 installer to Windows P and then do some trickery to manage to use 7-zip to replace the file. It's not that hard. Again, check the description below, the GitHub. Really cool project. Hopefully it works on this. What's not gonna work probably is some of the drivers. I did use the Windows 8.1 drivers for it, so maybe some stuff work, maybe they won't. Again, it's the 8.1 drivers, so I just did what I would usually do for the other processes. If it doesn't, and hopefully it boots at least, that means we're gonna be able to try and find drivers online and install them manually. So let's turn it on. Hopefully it works. There you go. Camera focus, please. Oh, there it is. Windows 7 and Windows 8.1. Moment of truth. Oh boy. We got an unexpected error occurred. Windows failed to start. A recent hardware or software change might be the cost. Fix the problem, start your Windows installation, restart the computer, and repair the computer. Okay. This is cryptic. What? This has a keyboard? What? Oh, that's cool. I don't know what to do here, so just press enter. Does it work? Enter? No, apparently not. So I guess this is not a good start to the video. It's very strange indeed. I'm gonna go ahead and research what this means and we'll try to fix it. Alright guys, we're back, and what I have done is I got a hotfix, a couple of hotfixes that's supposed to add NVMe support to Windows 7. Now this may or may not work because I might have to go find a driver and inject it, but these two hotfixes should in theory let it work. And basically that cryptic error meant that, you know, it just couldn't recognize the driver or something like that. So hopefully this works. Once again, Windows 7 Ultimate. Start Windows normally. And we're back to the same place. Okay, hopefully I can check if there's another thing we can do. Maybe I have to find a driver or something. But before that, I do have the Windows 7 installer here. It's a patched version that should run on UEFI, so I can't get out of this. Might have to force restart it. First of all, let's just put this back in here and force restart. Alright, now I'm just going to boot into the USB drive. I have picked the option to boot from it, so hopefully it works. Windows 8 logo for some reason. I don't know what that flash up there with text was. This should be Windows 7. Oh no, I forgot this ISO I'm using is the Windows 10 installer. But I think they themed it to be Windows 7. I don't know, but it was showing that logo. But it should work. Oh, there you go, my mouse works. Hey, that's surprising. Is this the Windows 7 installer or Windows 10 that's themed? I don't know, but this is supposed to include USB 3.0 and 3.1 drivers. There you go, Windows 7. Oh, this is really pretty. I like this. If my flickergate would stop. Okay, let's see. Does it recognize my drive? Windows 7 Ultimate. And it does. Okay. Why can't I? You know what? We'll just do this. We'll format it. Unfortunately, I will do this. Partition 5. And let's go. Beautiful. Time for a time lapse. Alright guys, let's go ahead, restart it. Hopefully it can see the Windows 8.1 install so I can quickly do the UEFI 7 fixes before booting into Windows 7. And wow, we've got two of them now. First I'll do 8.1 and lovely. Why? Give me a second to figure this one out. Alright guys, so I think why that wasn't working is because I have to fix the boot manager thing, and I'm actually going to show you guys this time the process of what I do. So I boot into the installer for just any installer. I took Windows 8.1 installer, and mouse isn't working, so I'll do the whole process on keyboard. So I just have to do Shift F10, that brings up command prompt, open up Notepad, Alt, File, Open, then I have to change text documents to all files, then I have to go to recent places, press space on this PC, and then I have to go to the micro SD where I have 7-zip, just chillin'. Then I have to press that button on the keyboard that does a right click, open as administrator. I'm also gonna have to go back to here and do a command, mount vol z s and no /s. It's gonna bring it up, then I'm gonna go here again, computer, it's in Z, so you can see we're gonna put it in Z EFI Microsoft boot. And if we check down here, we do have boot MGF, and if I rename, this is the original one that I did from the previous process, but this is also the original one, so we'll just get rid of this. And then we're going to have to press backspace till we go back, go to D drive, which is our USB, take this lovely thing, right click, copy to Z : / EFI Microsoft boot, and boom, it's done. Now we can go here, WPE util restart. And there you go. It's just going to shut down the computer. We're going to turn it back on. Trust me, the first time it was not this simple. Okay, it did take a few tries. And just to check, let's try 8.1. There you go. Now we're finally booting 8.1 without any troubles, which means when we try Windows 7, which I think is the top one, okay, it started it by itself, sure. Start normally, come on, starting Windows. And it freezes, and we're back here. Okay, how lovely is that? And flickergate is getting worse. What's this middle one? I wonder. Could it be this one instead? No, freezing in the same place. Giant red bar at the top and restarts. Okay, give me some time to figure this out and let the flickergate rest. Alright guys, a lot has happened between the previous clip and now. Basically, I tried everything I could not get past that error. I've tried so many things, it kept giving me errors, crashes, just everything, and it really was not worth it. So I decided I'm going to try the next best thing closest to Windows 7, and that's a beta build of Windows 8. It is this number on screen, this build, and I already installed it. I didn't boot it yet, so we're gonna find out together if this is going to work. Here we go. Now it is debombed, so it identifies as Windows 10 in the boot picker. So it'll say Windows 10. There you go, and let's just hope that this works. We should see either the Windows 7 boot or the Windows 8 boot. I can't really remember which one this build has. But this build supports UEFI 3. Oh no, preparing automatic repair. Why? Attempting repairs. What is it doing? I hope it's not breaking. Couldn't repair your PC. Well, why? Oh, okay, no touch. At least it gives me the mouse. Windows 8.1 Pro, or I already tried Windows 10. Why is it not working? I guess we'll just try again. Well, I guess that's the end of this build. I'm gonna try other ones in the background. If any work, I'll let you know. Alright guys, this is the end of the video. I tried everything I could. Unfortunately, nothing worked. I even tried a bunch of things with CSM wrap, UEFI 7, drivers, hotfixes, Windows 8 builds, just anything to get it to work, and nothing worked. And I think this is the end of the road for our experiments on installing older versions of Windows on the Surface Pro 4. If you guys have any suggestions, just let me know. As always, comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.